Why do men act like plus-size women have to settle?
I'd like to have a real conversation, even if you do still have some insecurities. Anybody who is outside the very small box that this country says beauty is has insecurities because it's skinny white girls. That's still the beauty standard of America. Can we be realistic? When have larger black women ever been anything but a contrast to white women and propping up their beauty? My bad if I'm like getting too deep for the entertainment and shit like that, but what that causes in men, even men who are attracted to big women, to be attracted to them in secret. Because the further you get from the beauty standard, the lower your expectations and standards are supposed to be. So first of all, you're a black woman. Then on top of that, you a big girl. So you ain't supposed to have nothing close to confidence because you don't look like what confidence is. So because even if I really am attracted to big women, because I'm insecure about it, I'm gonna project that insecurity onto you, big woman, and assume that you just as insecure. So you gonna fuck with me on the low and by convenience because I'm not brave enough to fuck with you out loud. I'm not saying that you're not projecting. I'm not saying that you're not insecure and maybe that informs the way you see the world. Sure, that's probably true as fuck. But we not gonna act like the world isn't being taught to see you some type of way. We're taught that you are less than beautiful. Actively. You're just now, within the last 5 to 7 years, seeing big girls as models on the front page. That's just now. For the women who've been having to walk with that for 30, 40, 50 years, that may not be enough to cause an immediate shift. They may not have had the support system around them to tell them like you beautiful the way that you are. I don't want to like fake deep our way out of pretending like bigger girls don't have to face adversity just by being who they are. Even the ones that have confidence, that they had to fight through to gain that, to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta acknowledge that, because then it makes the fight that the big girls that do got confidence, it makes they fight null and void. It's a special piece of hate that this country got carved out for big black women, bruh. You can look up the story of Sarah Bartman, bruh. They displayed that woman, family. Displayed her. You feel me? Like big black women have always been put on display. So sweetheart, like I just wanted to say that just for the sake of empathy. You feel me? Like the confidence that you have, you taught it to your daughters. Make sure your daughters are in communities with other women and teach it to them. Make sure that you continue to spread that and pass that, and don't worry about no that can't identify. You feel me?
Now that was Trip Fontaine, if I'm not mistaken. And as you guys know, that's tonight's conversation. And his take was more of a pep rally than just saying what it is in terms of why the bros or anybody goes for BBWs for that matter. And the BBWs who watch, it's a trigger word for a lot of y'all, but y'all tune in. It's not the beauty standard, and despite the Lizzos and all that, nobody wants to say you look like Lizzo, even though you say Lizzo is beautiful. It's not the norm. As much, and Kevin used to say this when he was alive, it's not the norm. It's never going to be the style. It's never going to be the preference. So as much as you instill in confidence, I'm not saying you need to have low self-esteem, but we just have to be honest and say that that's not the preference of most men. There's a small amount of dudes who rock with BBWs because BBWs are just easier to get. They're easier to clap up. A BBW will pay your bills. She'll move you in. Not to say that skinny women don't, but you're more likely to get a BBW to be more agreeable, right? She's more likely to not have anything to say in terms of, or give you a hard time, right? You don't have to take her out. You don't have to do any of those things. And a lot of fellas take advantage of that. I had a partner one time, I think I was in California. All he rocked with was BBWs because they were easy. We have to be honest about things like that and just say, well, are you beautiful the way you are? Yes, that is true. But every BBW that's lost a substantial amount of weight, her mindset immediately changes. She becomes arrogant. Her nose is in the air. And you guys see this over and over for those who have lost a lot of weight. As opposed to when they were heavier, they were nicer. People say, well, people were running all over you and stuff like that. No, it's just a fact. A lot of you ladies who hang with BBWs, that's the case, that she's not as confident in what she wears. But once she starts losing that weight, along with that weight loss comes a certain amount of confidence. And that's one thing that he should have said, but I get it. You got mostly women in attendance at these things. So the last thing you want to do is make a woman feel bad, especially when that's how you make your money. Whether it be the Derek Jacksons, these guys, whoever else. You have to say, hey, there's nothing wrong with you, and blame it on the white woman who's the beauty standard of America. The white woman is not just the beauty standard of America. The slim white woman. The slim white woman is the beauty standard for the world. It's not just America, okay? And you get into all this slavery and Sarah Bartman, she was put on display because of the size of her ass and stuff like that. That's a different conversation. The fact of the matter is now we know better. Back then, different time. Completely different time. We know better, and what you show, you know for a fact that men are attracted immediately to the outside, right? Initially. And if a man is just going out of his way, that should be a red flag. And I'm not saying this to be funny. That should be an immediate red flag. And there are videos of dudes approaching BBWs, and they immediately know that this dude, he's trying to make fun of me. This is a skit. He's trying to make content, because they know that. It should be an automatic red flag if a well-to-do guy, and I'm really trying to be honest, if a dude who's got things going for himself, he's doing well in life, he approaches a BBW to get with her, that's a red flag automatically. Something's not right here. Now, a dude who's struggling, who doesn't want to work, yeah, he's gonna give a BBW a couple babies just to keep a place to stay. And a lot of y'all know this. A lot of y'all have friends who are like that. And you're like, how did that guy get with her? Well, that's the reason why. He's clapping other ones behind her back. But as long as he gets that check, he gets that car, he has a place to stay, she cooks, all these other things, then there'll always be someone there. So just food for thought. Not to say that Tripp, what he was saying was wrong, but I think he basically was trying to be positive with her and basically scapegoating the main reason onto white women or skinny white women, and the black woman has it hard. Anybody who's overweight, you're gonna be looked at differently. It's not just the black woman. Anybody who's overweight, society's gonna look at you differently than a person who's slim, in shape, whatever. People who are slim or in shape are perceived as more attractive. And it's a direct reflection of your confidence, man or woman. Your weight is a reflection of your confidence and discipline. So let's just keep it funky, man. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about that clip. Comment below, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.